I call the July 10th, 2024 Planning Commission meeting to order at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call?
Chair Andrew Carr.
Here.
Nicole Hendricks. Ron Heberlein.
Here.
Sam Skall. Yana Semenova.
Here.
Jennifer Willard.
Here.
Matt Constantine.
Here.
Thank you.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is a time that citizens have the opportunity to address the Planning Commission regarding any item that is not already scheduled for formal public hearing. This includes the opportunity to address any items scheduled for a work session. Therefore, if any member of the audience, either here in City Hall or via Zoom, would like to speak about any other matter of concern, including any work session item, please raise your hand or send a message to the recorder using the Zoom chat function so that we may hear from you now. If you have not already, please fill out a testimony card and give it to the clerk. Also, please state your name and address for the record, or state that your address is as provided on the testimony card. Please limit your comments to no more than 3 minutes. Is there anyone who would like to testify at this time?
I currently have no hands raised on Zoom.
Very good. And no cards? No speaker cards? Okay.
No.
Consideration of minutes for administrative matters. The June 12th, 2024 minutes being considered were previously distributed. Are there any corrections to the minutes? If there are no corrections, please, the minutes are approved as distributed. All right, and then we will move on to agenda item 2. I call to order the public hearing regarding resolution LP 24-0003 for Frog Pond East and South Implementation Development Code at 6:03. Have all commissioners familiarized themselves with the application?
Yes.
Excellent. At this time, I call for city staff to present the staff report, including staff's proposed recommendations, along with the applicable review and approval criteria.
Great, thank you. As I discussed with the planning commissioners that are here in person, sorry, Commissioner Constantine, I didn't get opportunity to get in touch with you prior. Staff's recommendation this evening is continue this matter to a time and date certain on October 9th at 6 p.m.
Okay. Does the Planning Commission have any questions of staff at this time? There will be an additional opportunity to ask questions following public testimony. Next portion of the public hearing will provide an opportunity for the Planning Commission to hear testimony from audience members. We will take public testimony in the following order: those present in person at City Hall, then those participating remotely via teleconference, and finally, reading email testimony into the record. To submit testimony via email, use the following email address: planning@ci.wilsonville.or.us. Please note, written testimony received after the public hearing has closed cannot be considered.
Chair Carr, if I may, I think what staff's recommendation is, since we won't be doing a staff report tonight, is to go ahead and continue the public hearing, and then the testimony will be taken, any testimony would be taken at that, at the October 9th meeting, assuming the Planning Commission approves the continuance. So what staff's looking for right now is a motion to continue the public hearing to October 9th at 6 p.m.
Okay, and I can I just leave the public hearing open and then do the motion for continuance.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. I move to continue the public hearing for LP 24-0003 to a time and date certain of October 9th, 2024 at 6 p.m. Do I have a second?
Second.
And then, Chair, you can ask if there's any discussion before you
Okay.
take the vote.
Any discussion amongst us before we vote on the continuance?
Do we know why? Why it's delaying? Or we may not be able to ask that now.
It's the stormwater.
Okay.
I mean, stormwater, as is in the packet, is part of the component, but there's some other questions internally that we're just still working through, and there's really no impetus, right? The code's not going to be used in the next 2 months per se, so we want to, it just makes sense to take the time to make sure we have all those answers and any additional detail that we want to seek, so.
Okay, thank you.
Anything other staff would add? Okay.
Okay. Hearing no further discussion, I will call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? So the motion to continue carries.
Chair, I'm not sure that I got Member Constantine
Oh,
or.
sorry. Yeah, he's the only other.
Maybe an aye or a raise hand.
I
Okay.
approve. Thank you.
Okay. Motion to continue carries 5-0. And that takes us to agenda item 3, which is informational. Next on the agenda is the informational item for city council action items. This is a chance for the Planning Commission to learn more about a specific topic. No public comment will be taken on this agenda item. If the public has questions or comments on the topics, you are encouraged to reach out directly to city staff. So at this time, I call for city staff to present information they have prepared for this item, which is the September meeting.
September meeting, well, we can talk about that. I don't know if there's any questions about what's in the packet from like council or anything. If not, we can talk about our September meeting. It's scheduled, the second Wednesday would fall on September 11th, but wanted to ask if the council has or the commission has a preference. Thursday evening, the 12th, is also clear on the city calendar. If the commission chooses to not have it because of the significance of the date of September 11th, on that evening, we could reschedule for the next evening, the 12th, but wanted to ask the commission if they have a preference one way or the other on that.
I'm okay with the 12th.
I'd prefer the 11th, but I can make the 12th work if we need to.
No preference either way.
No preference for me.
Matt, any preference?
No preference. Either way works.
Any discussion on any of the city council items? Nope. All right. We have completed all scheduled agenda items. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Yes, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
The meeting has adjourned at 6:09. Thank you. And do I actually bang the gavel? Sure. Okay.
Gotta bang the gavel.
Yeah, it's like the best part of the job.
Well, yeah.
You're not gonna do it. You might.